All right, we're excited to be back here for another Magic Minute update. I'm Activities Director Gary Rebnick. I'm joined by Jared Hines, who runs our social media, also coaching girls lacrosse this spring. And here's an update. We're going to start with baseball first. Our baseball team is off to a great start. We're 6-0, and we've been relying on strong pitching and defensive performances. Senior Cal Alvin already has 3 wins on the year. Junior Tyson Visness leads the team with 8 RBIs. And today on the 2nd, we've got a huge home doubleheader with St. Francis. Jared, have you been able to catch any baseball?
Yeah, I caught a little bit of baseball last week. That was Cal had just got his 3rd win in this first game of the doubleheader. With the winter sports season, or not winter, it feels like winter. The spring sports season feeling like winter. Cal was able to kind of start all the first games for the Magic, getting 3 wins. He was up at the top of the state with 3 wins. There's only one person with 4, so they're really doing well, and they're continuing to do well. So
yeah, let's hope they keep rolling today. All right, we'll move into softball. Our softball team is 2-3. They've had one fewer game than baseball. But softball also has a doubleheader with St. Francis today. So they're 2-3 on the year with 4 games this week. That'll get them rolling into their season. They've been led by pitchers Lily Binsfeld and Josie Ordorf. And they've been pitching well. Hannah Story and Allison Bilkey lead the team in slugging average. And the team's playing solid defense, according to Coach Scusa so far. It's her first year. She got her first varsity win at Cambridge. They swept them in doubleheader last week.
Awesome. Haven't been able to catch any softball yet, but I've talked to some of the girls and some of the managers around the team, and everyone's having a lot of fun with Coach Scusa in her first year. So that's awesome to see.
All right. Great. Boys lacrosse, same thing. We're slowly getting going here this spring. We're off to a slow start in lacrosse, according to Coach Hansen. It's given a little bit of a rough start. We're young. We're 0-4 on the season. Just lost a heartbreaker yesterday at Sartell 5-4. But we're getting some more experience out there. Some of our guys are starting to get a little more comfortable, I think, in the varsity games. And hopefully down the road here, they'll be able to pick up some wins and maybe get on a roll by the end of the year.
Absolutely. They played some really tough games, too. They had to play against Moorhead, who's one of the top teams in the section, St. Michael as well. And against St. Michael, and then, like you said, last night against Sartell, they've kept those games relatively close. So a really good sight to see from boys lacrosse.
Yeah. Well, girls lacrosse, still looking for our first win. Teacher appreciation night, and that went really well. Shane Weber's head coach. You're the assistant coach. What can you tell us about girls lacrosse?
Yeah, so same record as the boys, 0-4, hoping to get that first win. Very high energy team. They're not getting down, even though they're not seeing the success on the board on the wins column yet. They're still very motivated. They're coming out strong. They're coming to practice, willing to learn, willing to try to get better. A couple injuries early in the year. We're going to get some people back, and it should be really fun as we continue on, and hopefully to get that first win.
All right, I'll be out there. Good luck. Boys track. Coach Wick sent me an update. We're having a great start to the season here. 9 entrants on the state honor roll so far in track. And we had a few down at the Hamlin Elite Meet. And we've already broken a school record here. So state honor roll in the 100, we've got Bo Buechler. The 400, Wyatt Witchin. 800, Ty Brower. 1600 in the 3200, we have Noah Mahoney. The 4x1 relay, Colin Kallstrom, Eddie Kennedy, Baylor Gordy, and Ryan Brower. And then the 4x2 relay is Carson Hess, Wyatt Witchin, Jack Geislinger, and Bo Buechler. The 4x4 is Carson Hess, Jack Geislinger, Ty Brower, and Wyatt Witchin. And the 4x8 is Noah Mahoney, Paul Fozen, Aiden Smith, and Ty Brower. In the elite meet, 3,200, Noah Mahoney ran there, and then we had our 4x4 also at that. And Noah Mahoney broke the school record in the 2-mile, the 3,200-meter race. So pretty cool.
Awesome. Yeah, I got to watch them earlier this season when they were indoors before they were able to get outdoors, but just continue to have success, much like previous seasons under Coach Wick.
All right, we'll move into girls track. Coach Nygaard, Coach Grimm, and the staff, they've had 5 meets so far, and 4 of them they've taken first place. They took second place in the other one, our big home invite, when we had 8 schools there. Indoor, they had 4 school records set in the 55, the 200, the 400, and the 4x2. 100 relay, and I should say we're coming off the state championship, so hoping to defend that this year. Up to this point, 2 outdoor meets, 2 school outdoor records already in the 100 and the 2 mile. I know in the 2 mile it was Isabel Mahoney. Are you aware who broke the record in the 100?
Yeah, Amelia Skistead.
Okay, Amelia, outstanding job there. So 18 events in track and field. Our girls have multiple state honor roll recipients in the 9 events. Team is led by a strong senior class. Lexi Cotenbutel, Gracie Rubine, Olivia Hansen, Eleanor Cummings, Samantha Richardson, Ellie Erickson, Bella Witchen, and Sophia Hazy. Big Central Minnesota Mega Meet on Saturday in Sauk Rapids. They're excited for that. And then they've got True Team coming up, and of course our big conference championships. And then we host districts again this year. So both boys and girls track excited to be hosting districts again.
Absolutely, yeah. Like you just mentioned, a lot of home meets still coming up. So hoping to get out there, take some pictures, get to see some of those athletes running. I know the senior class has just been awesome, helping those younger girls out. I know the younger girls have a lot of success, but they're led ultimately by that senior class.
Yeah, we'll roll into boys golf. Coach Hoffman's telling me this is our year. We want to try to contend and win that conference championship. We haven't won one in a long time, and we're led by junior Tommy Dish and freshman Brady McGriff. Junior Quentin Haas and senior Brady Bergstrom have kind of been leading the team so far. Strong group, both varsity and JV. So I know they're competing today, and they're right there. I think they're just a couple strokes off of the leaderboard right now in boys golf.
Yeah, every time I get to talk to Quentin Haas or Tommy Dish, they seem to be having a lot of fun. They've been on the team for a long time. It feels like when they were middle schoolers in my class, they were on the team, or on the JV team, and now they're leading the varsity team. So it's awesome to watch them and see the scores come in. They've been having some really good scores this season. So
yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing those guys on the course. The country club only opened last week, so it's been a tough start with golf here. Finally getting all the snow out of here and the course dried up so they can play. Girls golf, same thing. Girls golf team has had 3 meets so far this year. They placed 3rd in 2 of them and 2nd in the other one, and they currently are sitting in 3rd place in the Mississippi 8 Conference, just behind Chisago Lakes, who is in 2nd place. Last year they finished in 4th, so the young team is becoming more and more competitive. Our varsity currently consists of 1 senior, 4 freshmen, and an 8th grader. And we shot a 367 last Thursday in Chisago Lakes, which shattered our previous low by 28 strokes. So Coach Kunkel had told me they wanted to get under 400. Well, they did that easily with the 367. So girls golf having a fun start to the year as well.
I work alongside JV coach, new JV coach Jake Laudenbach, and he talks a lot about just how fun this team is on the bus rides, the van rides that they take. He just talks about how much fun this team is having. So they're having success on the course, and they're having a lot of fun off the course as well.
Yeah, that'll bring us right into tennis, and they're having a lot of fun as well. Coach Horgan and her staff do an amazing job keeping things fun for the kids. This is an update from her. She says the boys tennis team is currently 4-2 on the season. We have wins over St. Francis, Delano, North Branch, and Osakis. Our 2 losses have been very close with many third set tiebreakers. Against Chisago Lakes, we lost 3-4 with 3 matches ending in a third set tiebreaker. And against Alex, same thing. They lost 2-5 with 2 matches going into a third set tiebreaker that ultimately determined the match. Season's been a little tricky to fit in the matches between the rain and the snow, but they're in good spirits. They're excited to finish out the season strong, and they'll be starting tournament play already in mid-May with individuals followed right after teams. So for the JV, I know I was talking to Coach Stone today. They play this week and next week, and they're done already. So they're the first team to start postseason action.
Yeah, with the rain in the forecast next week, you're just hoping they can get as many matches in as possible. You just never know with tennis. It's hard to play, so like Coach Horgan said, it's nice that they've had some success when they have been able to get out there.
All right, and adaptive bowling, Coach Grams does a great job for us. He's our adaptive ed teacher at the high school. He's our head coach for our bowling team. The adaptive bowling team has placed 2nd in the past 2 tournaments. The team average went up from 378 to 388 over the last week. This week, the bowlers will be participating in an adaptive state qualifier right here in Monticello at River City Extreme. and they have a chance to advance to the state bowling tournament on May 12th. So bowling on Thursday will begin at 9:30, so it happens in the morning, and they get back in time to finish their day at school. So adaptive bowling, I'll be there on Thursday. It's really fun. Those kids are really into it, and like I said, we've got a strong program, and it's been fun to watch them.
Yeah, Craig Graham's always says how much fun it is to come out and watch. If you're ever able to get a chance to come out and watch, it's super fun to see the bowlers.
Yeah. All right, trap shooting. I have not made it out to Sportsman's yet. That's on my list to do on Monday, to get out there, support our trap team. We've got the Balloons. They're still coaching, and they do a great job. And the Kelseys have stepped up, and they're helping them or Clercy, I should say, helping them this year as well. So we've got some great adult leaders out there, and coaches and mentors for our students, and great participation again with the trap team, and they're pushing, they said, for a conference title this year, and hopefully to get back to the state tournament.
I believe they're hosting an event too in the end of May. I talked to Tammy, and she said that they're hosting a meet, later this month. So excited to see that, get some pictures out there, and hopefully have some success for the trap team as well.
Yeah. All right, Polar Plunge. Did you make it over to the Polar Plunge?
Yeah, I got to take some pictures at the Polar Plunge. We had some yearbook photographers out there. Then I stepped out there more in the afternoon after I got done teaching, and it was a lot of fun just to see. You saw athletes jump in as a team. You saw individuals jump in. You saw crazy costumes. You saw crazy outfits. You saw teachers get involved. You saw teachers come from other schools to get involved. So it was a really cool event. And I know, we just talked about Coach Graham's, and a couple other teachers really helped to get that going. I know that they raised a lot of money too.
Yeah, great for a unified program.
Absolutely.
Too. So a lot of fun. And then last week we had the talent show at the high school. Our students stepped up, and student council put that on and just did an outstanding job. And lots of talent at Monticello High School that was on display last week. So source of pride when we put together a nice talent show, and it's great for our students for their confidence to get out there in front of their peers and to perform in the auditorium. It was completely packed. I was in there, and it was just a lot of fun. It's a cool thing that we have done every year at Monticello High School.
Yeah, a couple years there, I don't think we were able to do it because of COVID, and so some of these seniors that maybe would have wanted to do it when they were younger weren't able to do it, and so it's awesome to see that tradition come back.
Yeah, and then on Saturday was prom, and our students did a great job. They looked so good, all dressed up, and they looked all grown-ups, and it was just fun being there. They did a nice job with Grand March, and our prom advisors, Miss Teaglin and Miss McClendon, they did an outstanding job in putting together prom. It was just a special day for our students, and fortunate to be able to use River City Extreme, and that went really well on Saturday night. The kids did a nice job behaving. They had fun at the dance and bowling and playing the games over at that facility. So just a fun day, and glad that everything went well and the weather cooperated for the most part on Saturday.
Yeah, a lot of the students that I talked to prior to prom were really worried about the weather. Last year it had rained a little bit, and so they were worried it was going to rain for their junior and their senior prom. The seniors I had talked to, and so they were really happy that the weather cooperated with them. You have to have a good time.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to wrap this up, and we'll be back again here later in May, and come out and support our spring sports. A lot of talent at Monticello High School on display, so come on out and cheer them on.